See the game more clearly with high-definition spectacle lenses from Norville Opticians.
Well, I can tell by the look on your face that you don't need me to tell you what a disappointment that was to watch on the side.
It's been our change room now. There's a huge sense of disappointment. We knew this next few weeks very important in terms of our aspiration to get into the top six for European rugby next year. So in every way that last week was good, this week was bad. We didn't, right from the first minute, we were a little bit off the pace. And we know in this league, if you're off the pace, no matter who you're playing against, it's going to be a tough afternoon. And credit to Worcester, the opportunities that came their way they took. But from our own point of view, hugely disappointed with that performance. Not acceptable with the standards that we've set ourselves over the last few weeks.
Always seem to be playing catch up, as you say. They just seem sharper, didn't they? They just seem to want it more. Is that the terminology?
I'm not sure wanting it more. You know the players that we've got. You know how much everybody here wants to deliver that success that we're all seeking. But today we were a little bit off. We knew we couldn't reach the emotional level that we had last week at home against Wasps. But for us, as I said, with an aspiration to be in that top six, we've got to come to Worcester. We've got to produce a performance that allows us to get a win. And as I said right from the outset, it wasn't there. The physical, the edge, a couple of individual errors, conceded some very, very soft tries. And we've built our game around our set piece and not conceding those soft tries. Today, neither went particularly well, and we'll go away and have to look at why, but make sure that when we turn up for London Irish next week, we're in a much better place.
I mean, it's frustrating for the players. I'm looking at the players coming out and sitting down, head in their hands, things. But from a coaching point of view, consistency, and it's a terrible word. It sounds like you're talking about custard, but consistency, knowing what's going to happen, what a team can put out from week to week, is really important. So you, as a coaching team, must be amazingly frustrated.
After every defeat, you're frustrated, but you've also got to put it in the context. In the last 14 games, we've only lost 3 games, so it's not that. There's no major issue there. We've got to look at today why we didn't play with that same energy, the same physical edge that we had last week. We've got to review training as we do every week. But you know the players, you know how desperate they are to get that success, and it's just that sense of disappointment that we didn't build on what was such an important win last week. But nature of this league, next week's the big one now. London Irish, we've got to go away, dust ourselves down, take 2 or 3 days to recover. We know the physical challenge that this 10-week game run of games in the Premiership's causing. Everybody's picking up little niggles now, so it's a matter of trying to manage our squad and make sure that we get to London Irish next Sunday ready to go.
Talking of little niggles, are there players that coming back from injury that are going to be available next week to maybe change the format of the team?
We obviously had a number of injuries last week. We have a couple of players. Tom Marshall, you'll have seen him here today as part of the wider match day squad. He's getting close. So look, we have players coming back, but at this stage every squad's the same. There are a number of players who are carrying knocks. It's a matter of trying to ensure during the week they get the right recovery, get the right preparation. That balance is obviously key to making sure that we get the performance that we're looking for on the weekend.
A few years ago, but a bit of a focus for you, London Irish, one of your former teams, so you really want to go there and put a marker down?
We wanted to come here and put a marker down. We're going to London Irish next week, who are desperate. They're at this minute staring relegation, especially with Worcester winning today. So look, both teams have a lot to play for. We know how difficult it's going to be to go to the Majeski next Sunday, but we also know that when we get it right, we will go and we can win the game. Today that wasn't good. Today we weren't good enough. Next week we have to be good enough.